Just like an airplane. Thank you,
AIRPLANE.
What's up, everyone? It's Nate from Truly Daebak with another episode of the DaebakCast. It is episode 128. And as you can see, we are joined once again by Andrew after a month's hiatus.
I'm alive. Well, I mean,
He's
people on
not
Discord,
dead.
people on Discord still saw me, so it's not like I died or anything. So,
Jacob was actually supposed to record too, but the power went out in his house, or a fuse. Fuse blew or something, like right before.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
we'll just
his
go
house
with that.
didn't blow up. Luckily, that would be way worse. But yeah, something screwed up with his power in the last hour or whatever, and so he can't record because half of the power in his house doesn't work, and his phone's almost dead. So
should be
he
back
says
next week,
you want us to let him know. Yeah, he should be back next week. I won't be here next week, but that's fine. You got enough of me lately.
We're teasing that.
For a break.
We're teasing that original OG3 comeback.
Yeah,
we're
eventually
delayed.
it'll happen. Eventually.
Yeah.
This is the DaebakCast. If you don't know what that is, it is a K-pop and Korean culture podcast where we just talk mostly about K-pop. We review albums, talk about news and the industry and stuff, and then occasionally we branch out into shows and movies and dramas and variety shows and
Video
traveling
games?
and stuff. We did one video game topic.
Maple Story.
Ever.
I remember there was a
And
video
it was
game that
one
I
of
did
our
wanna
worst
review.
topics we've ever done.
Hey.
Worst viewed. It had 11 views or something.
We talked. We can talk about, I don't know,
I think we talked about StarCraft once too.
Superstar SM Town or something like that.
Yeah.
Or the Superstar games. Dalcom Soft, sponsor us. We met that one guy at KCON that works for Dalcom Soft.
Wait, really? I don't.
Yeah,
remember this.
at one of the panels, he said he worked, or at Tucker's panel, he said he worked for Dalcom
That's
Soft.
right. Yeah. If you enjoy the podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the videos, click the little subscribe bell thing so you get notified when we put up videos. Follow us on Twitter, review us on iTunes, follow us on Spotify. Check us out. We're also on Google Play and most podcast services because those just spread out like a virus somehow, even though you don't put your podcast out there. If you put it on any of the main hosting services.
Yeah, the first time
all these small.
Yeah, I didn't understand
services.
it at first. When we were originally hosting on SoundCloud, I'm just like, how are there 500 people listening to us on audio versions? I had no idea that I had no idea if you were listen or it'd get leached out to other services and everything like that. So yeah.
And of course, the most important thing, join our Discord. It is mucho lit. If you don't know what Discord is, it's just a chatting service. You have a server and a bunch of chat rooms, basically. So we have a nice little community there. We do fun things like song ratings where you can win an album. And you can win Nitro, which basically lets you use GIF emotes on Discord if you don't have an account or don't know anything about Discord. And we just pretty much chat about anything there. It's a great way to talk to us. You can meet Baron and Sam, who are our mods. If you've been listening the past 3 or 4 weeks, they've been on covering for Andrew and Jacob.
Imagine there's people that started watching when Baron and Sam are on, and they're just like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
Yeah, exactly. People who started listening in the last week, they don't know who Jacob or you are.
Yeah, we're just completely strangers to them, essentially.
Yeah. This is Andrew.
Hi.
Actually, that's a good point to introduce you. So this is Andrew. He is one of the founders of Truly Daebak with me and Jacob, and he usually has 3 things.
Number 1, I can't go into it too deeply just because it's still not finalized or whatever, but some work stuff came up, so I haven't been able to put time into Truly Daebak and DaebakCast and ProduceCast. Hopefully it'll get figured out soon. I'm just trying to catch up as much as I can in the meantime, but once everything's finalized, hopefully I can get back to normal with schedule. Number 2, I guess just to give an update on what I've been doing in the past month or so. I attended my first independent wrestling show a couple weeks ago. It was fun. I mean, $20 gets you a ringside seat. So that's nice. I mean, there's not that many famous people, but it's still pretty fun to just like go around, see all this cool stuff. Also, that happened about a week ago, or a couple of weeks, little over, I don't know, just a week ago, when this comes out. I Love Dance, the studio I take dance classes at, had their annual showcase. So that was fun to watch. I wasn't in the showcase because I didn't really take classes long enough, but I mean, it was fun. Everyone did well. I'll be talking much more about I Love Dance a bit later because they have a lot of relevant stuff to KCON, but I mean, that's just what I've been up to lately. Just work stuff. I don't know, catching up on Fast and Furious. Seriously, that's what I did.
Good thing to catch up on.
Yeah, no, I bought the, like for no reason, I just bought like the 4K Blu-ray set of all like 8 movies that are out so far.
Yeah.
Or like however many. So I guess it catches me up for Hobbs and Shaw. So yeah, fun times, but back to work now.
Was that 3?
Yep, that's 3.
That was only 2. Oh, okay. So as Andrew alluded, we'll get right into it. But this episode's gonna be a shorter episode. There's gonna be 2 topics. We're basically just gonna talk about KCON day 1 and 2. We'll split that into 2 topics. And I'll let Andrew take over since he has the set list and everything up.
So, KCON New York 2019. My 4th KCON. Nate, I believe it's your 3rd KCON. It was Jacob's 3rd KCON as well. KCON New York definitely holds a special place in our hearts because if it wasn't for that picture of Hwasa's thighs, truly Daebak would not exist. If you don't know what picture I'm talking about, go check on our Twitter. It's somewhere on the timeline. So, as you know, it's the first time we're having it in Madison Square Garden, and then the whole convention's over in Javits Center, so it was a pretty new experience for all of us. Cause you guys have been used to just going to Prudential Center and like boiling in the friggin' obnoxious heat. And
it would have been horrible this year too.
Oh my god! Like seriously, it's not necessarily the heat. I say this all the time. It's not necessarily the heat. It's the goddamn humidity. The humidity is so bad. Like literally every time we went outside, my glasses would fog up. It's that fucking humid outside for no reason in New York City. So it's nice to be able to be in the air-conditioned premises of Javits Center and Madison Square Garden. So yeah, we didn't have to sweat our asses off. I mean, we don't have to talk too much about the convention because we didn't do much in all honesty. But I mean, I guess we could just go into the like what we did a bit beforehand.
Yeah. Honestly, like. There's usually not much going for it. Like convention, like it's not the main draw. Like I honestly would be okay not going to the convention anymore, to be honest, and just chilling, going to the concerts and like chilling and doing other stuff in New York City during the day, or wherever it is. But yeah, it's so if you've been to a convention, you know kind of what to expect, but it's like a really small, very like commercialized convention. It's like I mean, almost all of it is advertising. Basically. Yeah, but like if you go to like an anime convention, there's a lot more like vendors and like fan booths and stuff.
I think that's the one thing.
This is like 75% like commercial booths for the sponsors.
I mean, New York Comic Con's kind of like that too, or like.
Is it okay?
Yeah, I mean, like. Chevrolet has a booth at New York Comic Con for like no goddamn reason every year, but I mean, you still like most of the con is just like actual vendors and everything. So yeah, I'd say like a good 75% of it was some type of like sponsor or backer of KCON, and then all the way in the back, like right next to like the stage, is where they had like just a few like vendors, like Koryo Books was there. There was that cool clothing brand that I bought clothes from. It's called, I think it's KORE Kore, and it's just like all these like Korean like streetwear style clothes. But they had people selling like albums and stuff. Which was the one that you got like the fan pack or whatever from like 50% off? Was that Koryo?
No. Oh yeah, Koryo had So yeah, Koryo had some really good discounts actually. So that was nice to buy stuff. I got a G-Friend DVD for $40 when it's usually like $80.
Did you have a chance to watch it yet? Yeah.
We watched some of it at Barron's on Sunday. So yeah, like there's just a couple places selling like merch, like a couple that are like almost all posters. Koryo Books usually there, which is Andrew's like regular K-pop store in K-Town, and they usually have a lot of albums and like I said, they had good discounts. Jacob got from us Fun Factory for $15. That was half
$15.
Off
That's usually how much you'd pay for it in like Korea.
In Korea, yeah, exactly. That's like a really good deal.
Yeah, that's a huge discount. What else?
But for the most part, there's not much on the show.
I mean, there's like stages,
KCON
there's
related
like
stuff.
Yeah, there's like people like doing like random dance play. You can learn choreography from like East to West and I Love Dance. MJ was teaching some stuff. The director. You have like different various showcases on the KCON stage. You have you have like the live stream stage, which for whatever reason, like we didn't see it personally, but apparently the glass, because so it's surrounded by like this glass like window or whatever, so like people can see like if there's idols in there or anything. Apparently the glass broke. I don't know if it was like by like the crazed fans outside when like ATEEZ was there or something.
Supposedly like they just opened the door and it was just like shoddily put together, and the glass door just fell off its hinges.
Like how ripped do you have to be to just open a glass door and just like tear it to shreds?
Yeah. But yeah, we didn't see that. But that was during ATEEZ apparently.
I mean, other than that, most of the stuff we did was just panels, because I mean, a bunch of our friends were hosting panels. So Umu and React to the K had some. PD from Form of Therapy had some. We didn't get a chance to see it though, unfortunately. We saw a bunch of Tucker's panels. Tucker being one of the mods on our K-pop. He's the one in charge of all the AMAs. So it's nice to see just a bunch of our friends say hi to people. I got to say hi to like Andreas Oberg, very popular K-pop producer. So yeah, the panels are probably the best part of it. Just a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah,
that's like really the only thing that I would say is worth if you want to go to the convention, like just going to the panels. And like some of them are kind of cheesy and like not clearly like not that interesting, but there are some really good ones in there.
Yeah.
Like Umu does a good one with producers, like Andrew was saying. And there's some like really good informational ones in there, along with some like more fun game type ones.
Yeah, so it's definitely something that's on our radar, just being able to host a KCON panel one day. I think it's cool. And I think we have enough informational knowledge to sort of divulge at a KCON panel. So, KCON, if you're listening to this, you probably aren't. Let us get a panel next year.
Yep.
Anyway, onto the concert, what everyone is probably watching this video for. So, day one, we start off with a... Day one and day two actually start off pretty much the same, where they start off with special stages of American, just like Western, like American music songs. So we start off with ATEEZ doing a cover of Sicko Mode, and the BOYZ do Sicko Mode by Travis Scott, and the BOYZ do a cover of Bad Guy by Billie Eilish. So I'll let you go. I'll let you have first dibs on all of the songs. So what were your thoughts on these?
Yeah, those songs I didn't really know very well, but I mean it was a good like nice way to start the like concert off, having like a more hype. It was interesting though, like they don't usually start the concert with
covers like that,
with the cover of the special stages. Those are usually saved for the middle. So I was surprised to see that, but it was a nice like hype way to start it.
Yeah,
since those two groups have like really good like powerful presences.
Yeah, especially ATEEZ. They killed that like dance cover to Sicko Mode. Sicko Mode's just a hype song on its own, but just seeing a cool like choreography to it was awesome as well. And then the BOYZ they did a really good choreography to Bad Guy. So yeah, I think that's a cool way to start KCON on from now on. Like just to sort of like just have those cool like American song covers that they usually always end up like putting somewhere in there, and it's a good way to start off the concert. Definitely good if there's people that have like no idea what K-pop is, just getting them like introduced to just like how crazy the dances are and everything. But yeah, super hype. I think it's a good move for them to just do that as sort of like the status quo from now on. First artist that went to perform was TXT. They did Crown, Our Summer, Blue Lemonade, and Cat and Dog. So I know you're a big Cat and Dog fan, Nate.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's fine. It's one of those songs that is definitely like really is it's live, like a really good stage, and it's like really hype. It's just not a song like I would listen to musically, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So like seeing it live was cool. Seeing it with choreography, like it's definitely like a hype song. It's just not something I would listen to on my own.
Seeing like 12,000 people going woof 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 woof.
Yeah, the woof woof part was hilarious.
Yeah, just I guess the absurdity of the whole situation.
Giant crowd doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall TXT was great. I was surprised they started with them because I thought they would be like one of the bigger artists.
Yeah. You think big hit and all.
I guess we'll get to like the whole layout overall later, but yeah, I definitely was surprised for that they started the concert. But they did a great job for being rookies. I mean, obviously they've got
big hit.
BTS's and Big Hit like as people to help them, and obviously BTS has an insane amount of like performance experience. So I'm sure they help, like, and Big Hit knows what they're doing. So I'm sure they gave them a lot of tips. I was actually surprised how much I remembered their songs, because I liked their album a lot, but I didn't listen. I only listened to it a couple times.
Same. Yeah, I haven't gone back to it in a while.
I could still sing along to their single, and like still knew like fairly well the B-sides that they did.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was they did a good job.
Yeah, I mean, I learned choreo to Crown, so just getting to see it live and just to see how intricate it is was pretty cool. Getting to see like the part where they lift them up on their shoulders and everything was pretty the choreography for that is just super like cool, and yeah, I wish I could do it any justice, but no, I was really bad at it. I'm still pretty high on TXT in all honesty, just because I like how fun their songs are. I'm surprised they didn't have a comeback before this. I know they've been really pushing like Cat and Dog and other B-sides, but I kind of wish they had a comeback before this, because it kind of felt like they were there and then gone. I think that's kind of my sort of like, I guess, my points for a lot of day one is a lot of the artists just felt like they were gone in like 10 minutes. And yeah, TXT just kind of came and went to some degree, but I mean, I still loved when they were there. That
was definitely something I noticed. Like, it did seem like, because they didn't do any special stages and they were just there for that one set of songs, like it seemed like they were there for such a small amount of time.
Anyway, moving on to the next artist that performed, we have ATEEZ. They did Aurora, Wave, Say My Name, and Into Holla Holla, that was an awesome stage to see, just seeing them link the two songs together like how it was on the album.
Yep. Yeah, ATEEZ is definitely between them and IZ*ONE, they're my two favorites easily.
Of the first day or just in general?
Of the first day. Yeah. Like, I knew IZ*ONE would probably be my favorite, just because they were the only girl group since Everglow didn't go. But out of like the boy groups, ATEEZ was easily my favorite. They definitely, it's cool seeing rookies with like that much stage presence, because they've already done a tour. And like their songs are just so hype, and they're just made for like that type of stage.
Yeah,
just like
they're
giant crowd hyping everyone up.
Yeah.
They're definitely like riding Monsta X's coattails in terms of like style and the hypeness and everything, and they're doing such a great job for how new they are. Like, they're not even a year old.
Yeah, barely. Because I mean, like they didn't even have a name until fall of 2018 essentially.
Yeah, it was 8 months ago was when they debuted. 8 or 9 months. It was October, I think. So but yeah, it's just insane how good they are for how new they are. And they definitely deserve all the success they're getting. And they honestly had probably the biggest like fan base there for day one. Like, they had the loudest screams, it seemed like. So like that was surprising to me too. I thought it would be TXT. Just because I figured they'd get all that BTS Big Hit like boost and fans.
Yeah, same.
So like, but ATEEZ is blowing up here like internationally, so it makes sense. They definitely deserve it. They were amazing live.
See, since I've been kind of on a K-pop hiatus for like a month or so, I wasn't as familiar with like Aurora and Wave, but I mean, I think they were pretty good live. I mean, I was obviously mostly going to be into like Say My Name and Holla Holla just because I love those songs a lot. But yeah, they did an incredible job. Like just hearing like 12,000 people yell ATEEZ present was type as yeah. Like they were literally like they're just pretty much the most hype group in the entire
definitely
of the entire night. Small programming note: we're going to cover IZ*ONE and its own topic of a produce cast, just because. I don't know. We have a lot to talk about with IZ*ONE, definitely. So better to split it off into its own thing. Anyway, after that was the BOYZ. They did No Air, Right Here, and Bloom Bloom.
Yeah, the BOYZ is the other group I was really looking forward to because ATEEZ. I really like the ATEEZ and the BOYZ together. I got into both of them at the same time. They're both fairly new.
Yeah, both fairly new boy groups.
Yeah, the BOYZ is a year newer. They were 2018 debut. or
2017.
They're like 27. It was late 2017.
Yeah, Boy was like December.
It was December. But yeah, so like I followed them since debut. I thought their debut was great. I thought almost all their releases, like a couple of them I haven't listened to nearly as much, but all their releases I've loved. And I thought they did a great job. They have that same like advantage 17 has, having so many members that like their choreography, like when like if they're doing it really well, which I thought they did, it just looks so cool having that many members doing things.
Yeah, I was talking to Jacob in the pit. I was just like, you can play bowling with how many members there are in ATEEZ. There's just so many of them, and it's hard to get them in the BOYZ. Yeah, they're just like, it's hard to get them all in one shot when you're trying to like get any like screenshot
fan cams and stuff.
Fan cams and everything. Just huge group.
Yeah, they're a big group, but like I said, that's an advantage if they're performing well. And I thought they did a great job. Loved all their songs they did. I think they had a good choice. I wish they did Giddy Up.
Yes, I was waiting for that. I was so sad. Giddy Up's my favorite song still.
Yeah. I think it's probably my favorite still. But I think their set list was good, and I think they did a great job. Not too much more to say. Or do you want to talk about the special stage now, or do you?
I mean, yeah, we'll get to that in a bit.
Okay.
So yeah, I wish they did Giddy Up. I also wish they did like their debut song Boy. But yeah, also they only did 3 songs, and I know they had a special stage that we'll talk about in a bit.
Well, they had 2 special stages. They had the first one too.
Yeah, 2 special stages. But yeah, I just still felt kind of weird that they only just did. Yeah, they had to cut out one of their songs. I mean, they at least could have done 3 single or like another single, because they had 3 singles, but I feel like they could have fit in 4. But I mean, No Air and Right Here were just type as hell, especially No Air.
Yeah, definitely. So, No Air was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the choreography for that has to be witnessed live. So yeah, we're gonna be skipping over IZ*ONE sections real quick, and then after IZ*ONE went on, the BOYZ had a special stage. So how this special stage was supposed to work is, so there's like this like news video by the members of From IZ*9, and they were talking about like, how like BTS is like, I don't know, like they're the biggest boy group, and then they were mentioning Blackpink at one point.
Yeah.
Now remember, for those that didn't know about this, like literally like a couple of days before KCON was supposed to happen, Everglow was announced that they had to pull out of the appearance or like the concert date because they had visa issues. Same thing happened with KCON LA. So everyone's speculating that Everglow was supposed to do a Blackpink cover, and the BOYZ did a cover of BTS's Fire. So I'm guessing the Blackpink cover would have been Kill This Love. I'm guessing
it would have been Kill This Love. It definitely would have. It was super obvious. Like there were several points during the show where during like the video, pre-recorded videos and stuff, where they mentioned BTS and Blackpink, and they did that early, and then they did that again right before the BTS cover. So it was like super clear that, and then getting ahead a little bit, for day 2 they talked about EXO and Red Velvet, and then they did EXO and Red Velvet covers. So it was like super obvious that Everglow was going to do a Blackpink cover, but because it was so short notice, they weren't able to re-record all the videos and stuff, or like re-edit them. So they just it was just like super weird and awkward. They kept mentioning Blackpink,
Yeah, no,
and then nothing happens with Blackpink.
Yeah,
But
in all likelihood, Everglow probably flew into JFK and got turned away at the whatever customs or immigration. They got turned away at the airport. I'm pretty sure. Like that's usually what happens whenever like stories like this comes out and it's on short notice. So.
Well, I don't know about that because it was like Tuesday, and most of the artists don't fly out until like Thursday because they had music shows and stuff. Well, I guess Everglow's not promoting
unless
right
they
now,
just couldn't get there. Unless they just couldn't get any of it cleared.
I think they just didn't get their applications through in time because they're saying they're not even going to be ready for, or like it's not even going to be approved by KCON LA, which is months from now.
Yeah,
so, like,
I was looking into it. Like the visas.
Yeah, it's a Chinese company with a new artist. Like people are saying, like they're not even like old enough to like qualify for performance visas.
Yeah,
and then,
it's something like you have to be around for a year. It's a Chinese company with Chinese visas in this like current political landscape trying to get U.S. It's just whereas like it's not people are saying like there's Chinese like Yuki went. But her company is Korean, like, so it's a lot easier, like, probably for them to get the visas for her. Plus, G-Idol's been around for at least, like, a year or a year and a half now, or whatever. So, yeah, it sucks that we didn't get Everglow, especially because we only got 4 girl groups total, so we lost 25% of them. There was only one girl group the whole night of day one, so...
Yeah. But
anyway,
there's nothing we can do about it. But then so BTS the boys did a cover of BTS Fire, which was definitely one of the best performances of the night. They killed it.
They killed it. Definitely.
They did I mean, obviously that song's just gonna like hype up the crowd and like do really well regardless because it's one of the most hyped K-pop songs out there. It's the biggest boy group probably ever
in the world.
in K-pop in the world. And it's their most popular song, or like one of their biggest songs. So like, it was gonna kill it regardless. But I think the boys did a fantastic job. You can't put it all on the popularity of the song and the group that they're covering. They did a really great job with the choreography and everything. So yeah, that was definitely a really cool live stage to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sadly, no real fire still. I saw BTS do this song in 2016 at KCON. No real fire then. I mean, they had smoke.
They do it on their own concerts though.
Yeah, I know they have actual fire when they do it at their own concerts. Pyro. But sadly, no pyro. They don't have budget for pyro. I'm guessing for KCON.
I mean, they could, but they probably just don't want to risk it.
Oh well. Anyway, so after that amazing special stage, we got New EST. They closed out the last artist to go on. They did Bet, Love Paint, Senyo, Look, and RLTL, Real Love, True Love. Last few were off of their most recent or their previous album in 2016.
Yeah, it was interesting. They didn't do any of the W songs.
I mean, it'd be weird since, like, how do you fit Minhyun into W songs?
I thought they would have done what, like, Frumbus did by now and had, like, the full group versions because those songs are, like,
some of the best
finally started
songs.
Getting popular. It's definitely their best music. Like, so that was, like, the thing is, like, this... I was really excited for Newest, and then, it kind of, like... So... I don't know, like, they did a great job. They're great performers, and, like, vocally and choreography and everything was great. But it was just the song choices weren't the best. And, like, because all the songs were, like, ballady and R&B. Oh, we missed there was a duet special stage somewhere.
Oh, yeah, there was that special stage.
With,
I forgot about that.
Becco and... I don't remember the other member that was there.
I forget.
But they did one of the newest members in Becco did a, like, duet ballad. Earlier, but yeah, like all their songs that they did were like slower, like ballady R&B songs, and like it was like my only issue with this day. Basically, like I love Newest and I thought they did a great job, but they should not have ended the concert. Yeah, it was not a good ending.
I guess seniority wise that they have to, but I mean they threw that out the window last year when friggin' 101 closed out the show. Yeah, even though you had like EXID,
Super Junior, and was Super Junior that day, or was that a different day? No, because they closed out their day. Super
Junior was like the first day.
But But no, yeah, like it would have been so much better if they started the concert, I think, and then ATEEZ ended it. Because ATEEZ definitely should have ended that concert. They were the most hype
group.
They would have like gotten the crowd super like jazzed and just like super energized at the end of the concert. Where I think if New West came out at the beginning and like their crowd reaction was big. They had a lot of fans.
There was a lot of people there specifically for New West.
Yeah, their songs just weren't the best way to end the concert. And I think they would have been a good way to open it.
Mm-hmm. And I mean, even with the songs that they did, they could have just moved around because they started with Bet Bet. Bet Bet's such a hype song. Imagine if they end with that.
Yeah,
because I mean,
exactly.
Bet Bet's hype. Love Paint is hype, and then they go to Senyo, which is kind of like an intro track off of the most recent album, and then Look and Real Love True Love are just some B-sides or just like other songs, the older songs. I know that they're trying to appeal to their longtime fan base. One thing I am glad about is that they're just not pretending that New West didn't exist until.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I'm glad they did songs from their older stuff, but they should have sprinkled in W songs as well because I think those are more popular.
Yeah,
people would have known them. They're a little bit more up tempo. Like
where you
there were just a couple issues. Like it was nothing to do with the artists themselves. Like they did a great job, but it was just set list choices wasn't the best, and like placement in the concert wasn't the best.
Yeah, Real Love True Love was kind of like a weird song to end on, just because it's like this like sexy R&B song, and I'm just like, that's it.
Yeah,
I mean,
it just ended.
It kind of. I feel like they had to end it a bit stronger. Also, their outfits were kind of just They're just all dressed in black shirts.
You couldn't even see Becco's biceps. What is this?
What the hell?
He had one. You could see one because it was mesh, but like, why wasn't he wearing like a sleeveless suit jacket or something?
I paid good money to see this man's biceps. I mean, this man, don't get me wrong. Dong Ho is like beautiful, like in person as much as he is in on TV. But damn, I paid good money to see his biceps. God damn it, I didn't see any. So that had me a bit disappointed, but still, I'm glad. Not surprised at how good their reaction is, and yet not surprised because I feel like New West definitely gained a huge fan base post to 101.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm sure there were a ton of those people who were 101 fans that just followed.
Wannables getting dragged out of the building.
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's all that happened. So.
Oh man. At least we didn't have any like cameras in our faces this year, but. That's night one. If you were there, let us know what your favorite
and it was
performance
cool.
was.
Oh, I'm not done completely.
Okay.
But like it was cool at the end. So like this didn't happen on day 2, which kind of sucked. But for day 1, so like if you don't know a KCON at the very end, like all the artists come out as like a big group, all the groups one by one, and they're all just like standing on stage waving to people and stuff. But like they actually came over to like, so I was sitting like basically right next to the main stage, like the furthest side section you could be, like almost parallel to the main stage.
Yeah,
so we were like really close. Yeah, we were like other than the stupid Jimmy Jib that was in the way, like we were really close to the main stage. And like they actually came out and like were waving to our section, whereas like on day 2 they only stayed on the like extended stage basically, and then they just left. So like Nako and a couple of IZ*ONE members, and then like most of New West and some of ATEEZ came over and like were waving at us and stuff, which was cool because they were really close. But which didn't happen on day 2, unfortunately.
Oh, I mean, I'm used to it because I'm always in P1, so like everyone
you're
came
in the
over.
middle, like
so just like the confetti pictures are just like how like there's a bunch of people and like all the confetti and everything. So yeah, just awesome photos at the end. So yeah, if you were there, let us know what your favorite performance was. If you weren't there, then let us know who you think would be your favorite performance. I don't know. The videos are still up on YouTube. They haven't been nuked yet. If you want to check it out, so let us know your comments and thoughts below.
Okay, on to topic 2. So continuing this discussion, we're just gonna move on to day 2 of KCON's concerts. Are we gonna talk about the convention a little bit too? We did even less, so there's not really anything.
Yeah,
to talk about.
We really did. Like, we didn't do anything at the convention the second day just because we were all busy watching the World Cup, and thank God the U.S. won. Back-to-back World Cup champions. Congrats.
Yeah, I guess we did watch I Love Dance.
Yeah, so that was fun.
Their like little stage show on the convention floor.
talk about them later as well. So it was cool to see some of people I know, some of my teachers at I Love Dance just on stage. So that was dope. Starting off, KCON in New York, day 2. Again, we had start off with a special stage. AB6IX did a cover of Charlie Puth's Attention, and Very Very did a cover of a little song called 24 Karat Magic song by Bruno Mars.
That was all I could think about when I heard that song.
I had the biggest smile on my face. Like, that's the randomest truly Daebak inside joke, but
oh yeah.
like half the people that subscribe to us probably don't know what the hell we're laughing about.
Probably like 85-90% don't know what that joke is. But
anyway, what'd you think of that one? Those stages?
It was good. I thought so. Like, to be honest, AB6IX was a little disappointing overall. Like, for the concert, like, I'm like, I don't know. I kind of didn't have much expectations. Like, their performance of that song was fine, and like, once again, I didn't really know the song.
It's very Daewee. I understand why he did it.
Yeah. But yeah, the song was fine. Obviously, they only had the 4 members. The one member hurt his leg.
Woojin,
he was there, which we'll get to. But I thought the boys, or not the boys, Very Very did a really good job for like how new they were. They just had that rookie energy, like which is like AB6IX didn't have, which is why I'm like comparing them a little like less favorably. Like Very Very had that like super high energy, like rookie energy performance, and they were just having a lot of fun, and like it showed. Where like AB6IX did like a more serious song, and like it was like slower, and it just like.
Yeah, that's more their style, though, I guess. They're not really the same.
It's definitely their style. But it just, like, when you're doing those 2 songs and, like, comparing them, like, it just makes them look worse, because Very Very was just, like, super high energy and having so much fun and stuff. To like, in my opinion, at least. And, like, not to knock the group or anything. It was just... That was just how I felt. But, yeah, I really liked Very Very's performance. And going in, I didn't... So, like... When they performed their single, I remembered it, because obviously we listened to it for releases and stuff. But like before that, I didn't know like any of their music, and like didn't really remember it. It's not something I'd listened to other than from when we listened to releases. Yeah. But like when they did perform, performing that song, they just had like a really good time, and it was fun to see that.
I mean, it makes sense for them to do something like 24 Karat Magic, because they're pretty much their entire. Very Very's entire concept is just New Jack Swing at this point. So Bruno Mars is like the purveyor, or like the reviver of New Jack Swing, at least in this decade. So yeah, it makes sense to like give him a little tribute, and they killed it. I love the choreography that they did for that. It's like, they did some like really cool like Transformer robot type shit. So I really enjoyed that thing. But I mean, yeah, AB6IX killed it definitely with the Charlie Puth song. I mean, it's very much up Daewee's alley in terms of just like super sensual, super sexy type of choreography. But first artist to go on stage after the special stages was probably a big favorite among us here at Truly Daebak, and among the mod team at Truly Daebak. We had From Is 9. They did Love Rum Pum Pum, Fun with an exclamation mark, Duggan Duggan, DK DK, and Love Bomb. So I mean, I don't have to explain much here in terms of hype.
Too short. So like we got spoiled. We haven't talked like because IZ*ONE clearly got more things to do because Everglow wasn't there.
Yep.
Also, they're just like Mnet's baby because they're the
that's
produce
the
group or whatever.
Right there. Yeah.
But I think they got more because like Everglow wasn't there. Yeah. Because they did like 6 songs, I want to say. Where like from us, you said they did 4 songs, but Duggan Duggan was like less than a minute.
Yeah.
Well, so plus the special stage. Yeah. But yeah, so like Duggan Duggan led into was basically just like between Fun and
Love Bomb.
And Love Bomb, they used Duggan Duggan to walk like, from the main stage to the.
I did not mind that at all.
They like barely did anything. So that's why I was just like, and them doing Rum Pum Pum was like a kind of a like I understand why they do it, and they're promoting it now, which like is something they did with 22nd Century Girl, where they after their main promotions are over, they promote like a B-side for a week or 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
But like. I don't know. I knew it wasn't going to happen. I really wanted 22nd Century Girl again because that's like one of my favorite from us songs. But it obviously they were amazing. They were hype. I was super excited to see them again, and get to see Fun and Love Bomb was fantastic. Obviously,
Yes.
Love Bomb was, because we didn't get to see Love Bomb last year. It wasn't out yet. Getting to see and I love Fun. Fun's like a really great song.
Fun.
I think it lives up to its name amazingly well, and I've said it a billion times last weekend, but the pre-chorus is like one of my favorite K-pop parts of all time.
Wow.
Like
I
don't like just that like short little part with like Hayoung and Gary do it the first time and Jisun and Jiwon do it the second time, and like that part is just sounds so amazing, and I love it, and seeing it live was awesome.
Again, being kind of away, I only started listening to Fun like a couple weeks ago, but if I were to give a mini review on it, it's basically From Is 9 doing a Red Velvet concept better than Red Velvet is doing a Red Velvet concept as of now. Like, if you really think about it, it sounds something like it'd be at home off of a Red Velvet.
They're doing
album.
a better Red Velvet concept than Red Velvet's doing their Red Velvet title tracks, because
Yes.
the B-sides
Yeah, the B-sides
are still
the B-sides are
utterly
amazing. Or not good. The B-sides are amazing. Title tracks,
Yes.
meh. Like,
Zimzalabim, meh, yeah.
Zimzalabim, not so much. But I mean, like,
Yeah.
the off of the festival.
The Reva Festival.
Like, some of the B-sides are like some of the best songs I've heard from Red Velvet.
Exactly.
Anyway, but yeah, I mean, it makes sense why they do the cover later. But yeah, From Is 9 is definitely going down that sort of path of just like weird and fun.
Yeah,
Great path for them to follow in. I mean, there's not that many groups.
Oh
like
yeah,
Red
I think they
Velvet
fit
at
it
all,
perfectly.
So. I mean, yeah, I was hyped seeing Love Bomb and Fun. Mostly hyped to see Gyuri, because Gyuri is my bias in From
You didn't get to see her last year.
Yeah, I didn't get to see her last year because she was busy on Produce 48. One note I have to talk about though, when they did
Gyuri?
I did not realize how tall Gyuri was.
Oh
She's
yeah,
like,
I knew her and Chaeyoung are super tall compared to the rest of them.
No, because like there's that part in Love Bomb when, because like her and Jiwon have like the pre-chorus part, and Jiwon just stands next to her.
No,
There's an ocean of
Chaeyoung
difference.
are like 5-6 inches taller than the rest of the members for some reason. It's really funny to see.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Because a few months ago, I watched like most of their reality shows, so I like really got into Frumis. I watched through Idol School and stuff. So yeah, I knew that. But yeah, it is funny to see if you didn't know it beforehand.
Yeah, I just never realized, but I'm glad I got to see Gyuri. I love Gyuri, and I'll talk more about why I love Gyuri later. After that, we get some special stages from 17. So they did Rocket, which was a duo by Joshua and Vernon, and then they did Moonwalker off of their album from 2018. I forgot what the name of it. We missed it in reviews, but Moonwalker. It was Dino the 8.
Awesome.
Dino the 8, Hoshi, and Jun. So you like Moonwalker better than Rocket?
Yeah, I mean, I thought both were great. But yeah, just Moonwalker is just a song like I knew better. And it's like a song you can sing along to and stuff. So it's like, it just got the crowd hyped. Obviously, the crowd, 17 was easily the biggest group there.
Oh yeah, everyone like
night.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Like 17 is like the fourth biggest boy group in all of K-pop.
Yeah,
and they're
after
at KCON.
BTS and EXO, it's like GOT7 and 17 kind of like go back and forth on like third place, fourth place. And yeah, they were huge, obviously, and it was just hype to see those songs live, as it was see all their songs live.
Yeah, I mean, I loved Rocket was probably one of my favorite B-sides off of You Made My Dawn, and just obviously like friggin' Vernon and Joshua are pipey as hell. So there was a part where during the song where like there's a little instrumental break and they did like rock paper scissors stuff, so that was funny.
Oh yeah.
I'm not as familiar with Moonwalker, but I still like the stage. It was fun how all of the members, everyone that was that did Moonwalker, they were like the backup dancers for Joshua and Vernon while they were doing Rocket, and then they did their own thing. So yeah, definitely a good idea to get some of 17's hype just like early in the concert, because obviously literally everyone was there for them. There's like the screams in comparison to like everything else when 17 was on stage, or if they were like the hosts. It was incomparable. So next artist after that was Very Very. They performed From Now, Ring Ring Ring, and All Right. So What are your thoughts?
Yeah,
on
like
Very,
I
Very
said with
Stage?
their cover, like I thought they just had a really good energy. They definitely have that like fun like rookie energy. They're just having a fun time on stage, which is like really cool to see because it's pretty like it's definitely a daunting stage to be on for someone like a group so new. Like you're in Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, like that's
thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
That is
and
the
like,
mecca of like sports and entertainment in the world.
Yeah, and like it's very easy to like get like just flustered by that and like overwhelmed and like screw up stuff. But like they did a great job. They were having fun out there. They were like. And it clearly showed in their performance, so like it made for a really good performance. And like I said, I didn't know their songs like off the top of my head, but hearing their single again, like I remembered it, and I really do enjoy that song. So it was good. They definitely were a surprise for me because they were probably the group I cared the least about because I knew the least about them.
They're probably the group that everyone cares the least about.
Exactly,
in all honesty. But I
thought they did a really good job.
When they announced Very Very, I was the only one to cheer.
Yeah.
I feel so bad, but I mean, so this is what you'd say. This is your NCT 127 Come to Jesus moment.
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh.
I mean, they were good, and I'll definitely so like. I got Apple Music recently, so now I can just like get every group and not have to worry about buying them.
Nate has entered the 21st century.
The 21st century, yeah. But so yeah, I'll definitely add their music to my library. I probably wouldn't have gone out and bought it if I was. I should go out and buy it.
Cooper and I are probably like the only Very Very fans on the face of the planet, unfortunately.
But no, I enjoyed it a lot. I wouldn't say I was as far as Jacob. Like becoming a hardcore NCT fan though, because like I don't know if I'll like hardcore stan them, but I'll definitely listen to their music more often.
I mean, I say I hardcore stan them, but I still don't know any of the members' names. Unfortunately, I just literally like their. I'm just a sucker for New Jack Swing music.
Yeah, just for their music. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
that's how I am with the boys.
Yeah,
I don't know any of the boys members.
Yeah. You don't know.
I just love their music.
You don't know Jacob.
No, I don't. I know there is a Jacob. I don't know which one is Jacob. I now know Q because Sam's obsession with Q and his neck.
Sam and his
neck
goddamn
is
neck.
super long.
That's all.
That's the only member
I
know.
Anyway, so it was very, very obviously this is probably one of the groups I was the most hyped to see in all honesty, just because I love all of their songs. They had this really cool dance break that they added to From Now, so I thought that was a really nice touch. All of their choreography is super fun. They're always like a happy-go-lucky boy group doing New Jack Swing music. Definitely felt kind of short because they only did 3 songs. I understand they did like the special stage in the beginning, but I wish they got to do more because they didn't do like their pre-debut like first song, the single or whatever, Super Special, which is probably still my favorite. Super Special I love, but I mean all these songs I love as well, but yeah, I felt like they should have gotten more just because I feel like they're one of the best in terms of like stage presence, surprisingly coming from a rookie group. So after that we had AB6IX, so they did Breathe, Shining Stars, and Hollywood. Obviously 1 mini album, they only got so many songs to pull from, and it certainly didn't help that Woojin had the ankle sprain, so the entire time he wasn't doing choreography. It was just the 4 other members and Woojin just sitting in his seat. I felt so bad.
Yeah, it was super awkward. And like I don't know, like I said, like I like their single a lot. And I like a couple of their B-sides. I can't stand Hollywood. And I still, like, even, unlike Cat and Dog, I don't think it even held up as much. Like, obviously it's hype, but even, like, live, it still was, like, pretty disappointing. But, like, yeah, it was the same problem with Newest, is, like, their style just kind of, like, brings the level of excitement down because it's just, like, slower and, like, their debut, like the actual single was great, and it's got like that great house beat, but like the other stuff they did was just like kind of not as exciting. So like it was that same kind of issue with Newest where like they did a really good job, their choreography was really good and stuff, but it just brought my like hype levels down.
Coming off of very being like happy.
And then Hollywood showed up, and it's supposed to hype you up, and it was a good idea to end on it, but it's just the song is just such a not good song.
You know that hold on, I'm gonna go look for it. You know that like meme that we made with with Woojin just sitting there. Here, I'll look it up for our viewers. So I got the perfect picture. I captured the perfect moment during AB6IX's stage, where it's just the four of them doing choreography, and Woojin's just sitting there, like staring at them, like he's in timeout, basically. So yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I mean, I don't know. I'd say maybe that sort of contributed to like the lack of energy. Is just one, they were kind of like anchored to the front. Like they couldn't go anywhere because Woojin obviously can't move because of the sprain, so they just got stuck up front. They couldn't do anything in the center stage, so maybe that's why I wasn't as interested. But I mean, I still liked Breathe a lot, in all honesty. I think it was great seeing that live just because the choreography for it is really good. I wish I could see it like up front, but I mean, yeah, they didn't go to the stage. Shining Stars is okay. I mean, I'm probably the only one that's still in the world that still likes Hollywood. But yeah, I thought it was hype. So it was a good idea to end it. I feel like they could have added another song because there's another. They had Friend Zone off of their first EP that I feel like they could have added. They were a lot more popular than I expected, though. In all honesty, like when AB6 came up, there was a lot of cheers. Again, Wannables, just sort of supporting all the groups. So that's not too surprising, but. Yeah, I feel like they kind of just like get sort of forgotten in the sort of swing of things just because everything else was hype. But I mean, I still liked AB6IX's performance. Next we have special stage. So again, much like last night, they or the previous night, they had like the whole From His News thing, talking about like EXO and Red Velvet. Wait, who was the member? I couldn't tell who it was. Was it G1 that was like, it had like a wig and everything and was supposed to pretend to be at a fan at a Red Velvet concert, and she was speaking exclusively in English in the video? But that was really funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, G1 was doing that.
She was like, oh my god, Red Velvet.
Well, she does a lot of English.
Yeah. So I love G1. She's my other bias. She was my bias before Geardy came back in the From His 9. But so the special stage was From His 9 doing a cover of Red Velvet's Red Flavor and SF9 doing a cover of EXO's Love Shot. So starting off with the most important one, obviously, From His 9 doing friggin' Red Flavor. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't expect them to do Red Velvet, so it was cool to see. Like From Us do like you said, like they're getting into that direction, just musically. So like it was cool to see them actually cover them, and they did a fantastic job. Like it was just really cool to see. I think I wish I had a better view of it. So there's stupid Jimmy Jib in the way.
You just kept getting in your way
because they were on the like main stage. But yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly don't have much to say about SF9 doing Love Shot just because I was so focused on From His 9 doing Red Flavor. Because I'd say I put this out in a tweet, but like, it was the perfect redemption arc for Gyuri. So for those that don't remember, Gyuri in Produce 48, when she, in the group battle evaluation, she had probably arguably the most famous note in Produce history. Like the fine. Like that whole thing with Peekaboo.
I wouldn't say in the Produce history, because that just happens. There's always one every season. They're all bad.
So I mean, yeah, that was like a talking point for weeks on end, and for her to just kill a Red Velvet stage was awesome. love Gary, so I'm glad you got to do this. And they really did kill it. That's probably one of my favorite like KCON like special stages I've ever seen in person. In all honesty, like that was really good.
That was really,
they
really
did
good.
it. They did it so perfectly. And I kind of almost would have preferred if From His Nine did Love Shot, because I know they do it. They do it
that
so
would have
good
been
too.
amazing if they did Love Shot.
Sorry, SF9, but like just imagine From
SF9
His
did an amazing job.
Yeah, they did a great job with. I mean, it's hard not to do Love Shot. Like, it's hard not to do it justice. I mean, it's a great song. It's funny how it's kind of almost like it's kind of almost more popular than whatchamacallit, because it's a repackage. What was the first song?
I don't know. You're the XO person.
I know. I'm the XO. I should know this. We did. Okay, I'll think about it later. But yeah, I'm surprised that I think it just got really popular just because of the one choreography body roll part, and just because it keeps getting covered by like girl groups and guy groups galore. So yeah, Love Shot just became instantly popular. Tempo, that's the song I'm thinking of. Yeah,
Tempo,
it's at this point it's like more popular than Tempo, which is really funny because it was just like a repackage. So yeah. Moving on after that, we had G-Idle, and they confirmed the pronunciation was G-Idle. They said G-Idle.
Yes, they did. They said the G.
Yes.
So screw off all you idol people.
Yeah, take
it's
that,
not
people.
Silent.
Yeah, it's not silent.
Well, because it's silent in Korean.
Because it's technically like it's Yoja. It'd be Yoja
It's
Idol.
Yoja Idol, and they just call themselves Idol.
Idol.
But in English, it's G-Idol.
G-Idol.
And they've confirmed that. And they killed it. They started with Uh-Oh.
Yeah, it was Uh-Oh, Han, Latata, and Senorita.
Yeah, so they did all 4 of their singles, which is what we expected. We were hoping they do a special stage. We were hoping it was KDA, Pop Stars, but it wasn't, unfortunately. It was a great stage, but it wasn't Pop Stars.
We'll get there.
Yeah. But yeah, they killed all their singles. They were amazing. They're all amazing live. I love all their singles. I think Senorita is my least favorite, but I like the song I like live. A lot.
Yeah.
I like the song even not live, but I thought they killed all their performances. Their stage presence is fantastic. They had the I Love Dance people as backup dancers for Uh-Oh, which was cool.
Yeah, so just seeing someone I see like on a weekly basis up on stage with freaking G-Idol, what the hell?
Yeah.
So how that came about?
Yeah,
they did a last year. They were involved with G-Idol doing the flash mob in New York City. So they just, I guess, did something again with. I mean, they did. It seems like the I Love Dance is getting their name around because they did they performed on stage with G-Idol, and then the day after they did a flash mob with From His Nine in Washington Square Park. So like they're definitely getting their name around. So that's actually pretty cool. Like for them to be getting all of these opportunities, and I know how hard all of them work. So that's actually I'm really happy for everyone, all my friends over there.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool idea because I think like a big part of Uh-Oh's choreography is that part at the end with
so
the group.
Many dancers. Yeah.
So like if they didn't have that group there, it would have definitely diminished it a little bit. So it was cool that they got. And it was cool that they got I Love Dance instead of just getting random backup dancers.
Instead of bringing their own
to fly over.
You know what's funny though? They didn't find out. I guess this might be breaking news to people that might not know, but I have inside contacts. They didn't find out until Wednesday that they were doing this.
Oh, well, I Love Dance people?
Yeah, they didn't find out until Wednesday.
Oh, really? So they should have practiced like 3 days.
They had 3 days to
Hardcore
practice it. Yeah, that's why a lot of them, or only some of them, showed up to like KCON on Saturday, just because a lot of them were busy. I mean, MJ was still there. I think she was like teaching classes still, but yeah, freaking MJ's schedule must have been like pure hell. She had to figure out the showcase the week before, and then they were like from what DJ told me, our friend, all they were practicing for was just like the KCON, like their KCON stage performance, and then to have to practice like to be on the stage at KCON, like God bless MJ. Her schedule must be a nightmare, especially now. But I mean, she kills it. She's always good at dancing, so I'm super happy for her.
Yeah, I thought they killed all 4 songs. They're all great live.
Would you agree that G-Idle had the best outfits of the entire event? I say yes. I love their outfits so much. I'm sorry. Who'd you put? Like, who else would you put up there? Like,
I don't know. I probably. I mean, Fromis had the like red flavor outfits on, which was cool. That they had like the actual like pretty much the same outfits.
Yeah.
IZ*ONE's highlight outfits were great.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, we'll get into that a bit, but
yeah. But yeah, probably.
Yeah, I think it's just the most memorable.
SF9 with their open shirtless suit. They just had suit jackets on without shirts over under them. So you got lots of chest.
Yeah, lots of chest action going on there. But I mean, at least in terms of the female groups, like I feel like IZ*ONE fucking killed it in terms of just styling or whatever. Feels like
G-Idle.
G-Idle. One thing to mention, all of Soyeon's vocals were live. Like you could hear it live, and she had like a mic and everything too. So I was shocked because I mean, usually it's either all or nothing. It's usually I mean, sometimes it's the Raptors do it live, but like last year we had it with Stray Kids. Everything was live because they're insane. I don't know why they do. I don't know why they do it, but yeah. But Soyeon, like you could hear, like you can hear the vocals and everything. So that was shocking to me, and I loved it.
Yeah, that was cool.
Uki got so many cheers. I was surprised. I didn't know how popular she was. Like when her part came up in like the whole crowd went crazy and everything. So that was surprising. Also, but I'd say Minnie's still probably like the bias wrecker, at least around for this comeback. I feel like she's been killing it lately. But yeah, I loved all the songs, especially getting to see Latata and Senorita up close. Again, I have my gripes with Senorita, but still a good song to see live. So yeah, I feel like G-Idle killed their performance. I wish, hopefully they'll get more music and they can have their own. Has Cube toured in the U.S.? Like, when was the last? I mean, besides Hyuna, when was the last time a Cube group toured the U.S.? Four-Man never toured.
I don't know. I don't think Beast ever did either.
Maybe. I mean, they went to KCON, I think, but
CLC
I don't know if
and G-Idle obviously haven't. Yeah, I don't know.
Aren't you glad?
Pentagon.
How awkward would? Yeah, maybe. How awkward would it be if CLC if CLC went to KCON, considering IZ*ONE would be doing Lovey and Rose? Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like the awkward situation that G-Idle gets to go to KCON and everything, but CLC can't, or just. They just get overshadowed by them, but I mean, I'd like to see CLC. I mean, I have my gripes with some of their songs, but they'd still be a good group live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Moving on, we have SF9. They did RPM, O Sole Mio, Now or Never, and Play Hard.
Yeah, I thought they did a great job. I really like half of SF9 singles. They're really hit or miss for me.
Yeah, they really are. The SF9 is the definition of hit or miss.
RPM was awesome.
Yes.
O Sole Mio's whatever.
No.
But like most of their other singles are pretty good. But they did a great job performing. They were really good choreography. Like I said, their outfits, they had the shirtless suit jacket outfit style, so they had that going for them. But yeah, I thought they did a great job. Like I said, I don't know, O Sole Mio is not like the best song, but like I thought that it was fine live, and they did a good job. Like nobody in KCON this year like really
was horrible.
Was horrible, yeah. The only issues I had were like basically it was just with Newest and AB6's like placements and styles, like just don't like they don't really like fit that type of concert as well.
Yeah.
But SF9 songs did. RPM definitely was hype as hell.
Yeah, RPM was
a lot
so
of people
hype.
like that song. So yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah, again, it's a song that came out while I was just busy with work or whatever, but listening to it over the weekend, I'm just like, damn, that's actually a really good song. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm glad. Like between RPM and Now or Never, they've been definitely back in my good graces ever since they put out the abomination that was O Sole Mio, and seeing it live just did nothing for me. In all honesty, I was joking. I'm just like, I'm gonna walk out of the building. I don't like this song at all, but. Yeah, they really killed it with RPM. I did not expect them to be that popular though. They had a lot of cheers and all.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of fans.
Yeah, because I mean, like this is like usually you don't double dip with KCONs. Like usually like if a group double dips with KCON, that means they're not popular. Granted, 17 did too. Well, I mean,
yeah.
But I mean, it's just because
you're an Mnet group like From Us.
Yeah, you're an Mnet group.
From Us or IZ*ONE, you're guaranteed to be part of every KCON for till you disband, basically.
Yeah, they got to milk it for as long as you live, essentially. But Jacob and I were very sad that they didn't do Easy Love, because Easy Love is by far Easy Love too. By far still their best song. So I'm really sad that they didn't get to do it. But I mean, what they did is still pretty hype. After that, we got a special stage, (G)I-DLE doing a cover of All That Jazz from the Broadway musical Chicago. So let me get this straight. They're doing a song about Chicago in New York.
Yep. Yeah, I laughed at that when they said they were doing that too. I was like, wait, you're doing a song from Chicago? That doesn't make sense. But no, they killed it. It was it the whole song or was it short? It felt short. I don't know if the song's short.
I haven't listened to the soundtrack from Chicago.
It didn't seem that long. But yeah, I thought they did a great job. Obviously, like we said, we really wished it was Pop Stars, because that would have been the English bad boy moment. Like that'd probably be the hardcore surprise, like hype as hell moment.
Yeah, that'd be the defining moment of the whole KCON.
Where this definitely wasn't that. But they did a great job. They were singing, like, their vocals were fantastic. Their outfits were fantastic.
Oh, yeah, some of the, like, again, (G)I-DLE's killing it with the outfits. Those freaking black dresses, man. Sorry, CLC. But also, Uki, her English. Did you hear her English?
Yeah, she's yeah.
I know. I think she's, like, fluent in all, like, English, Korean, and
like,
Chinese.
She was fluent in English. Because that was, like, something that stood out. She's just like really good at languages in general. She was like really good at Korean right from the start, and like she's good at English, and
like
obviously she's Chinese.
I know they're trying to get into they're trying to enter the Japanese market. They're doing I think either sometime this week or next week they're releasing the Japanese version of La Ta. Please do an English version of La Ta or something, just so I can hear Uki sing in English. It'd be amazing. Or just do an English English song, please, because she can definitely pull it off.
Yeah. That was actually something that stood out to me with all the groups this year, where like they all had really good English speakers. Like that's just like, even for like the rookies, like some of them, like that wasn't amazing, but like in general, a lot of the groups had like almost fluent like English speakers. Like Starship, like with IZ*ONE, like Wonyoung and Eugene's English is really good, and they're both like young, so like Starship has a good.
Yeah, Wonyoung went to like an English school or something like that, but Eugene was good too.
But like, Eugene was really good too. So yeah, like Starship must have a good like language program.
Yeah, and I mean, I think at this point, like especially with the rookie groups, everyone knows that they're not
they're
not marketing to Korea anymore. Like K-pop is an international phenomenon at this point, so. If you don't know English, you're not going to be successful. Essentially, if you're outside of Korea, you won't.
Yeah, well, you're just missing out a lot of like opportunities. Like a big thing, obviously, with all like the boy groups now is like getting on these morning shows and stuff.
Yeah,
the Boys
like,
was on.
Everyone goes on Fox 5. Like that, like this news anchor Rosanna Scotto that I've been growing up my whole life watching, just seeing her with K-pop idols is just insane at this point. So, yeah, it's almost mandatory at this point that you need to know English, like, let alone like other languages. So yeah, I think it's cool that it's easier for them to just sort of come here and just still like interact with fans and everything.
Yeah.
After that, we get to the main event of the evening, which was 17. They had the most songs by far. They did Getting Closer, Clap, Good to Me, Adore You, and Aju Nice.
Yeah, unlike Newest, this is easily the correct choice to end on.
They killed it.
They killed it. They did amazing. All their songs were hype as hell. They were super fun. The crowd was super engaged and singing along to everything, doing the clap and every clap and like Aju Nice and everything. Like it was really cool to see. I was actually surprised how much of their older stuff they did.
Yeah, I'm really
like we didn't get
happy.
any of the like Don't Want to Cry, that era like stuff, which I really wanted to see Don't Want to Cry's choreography live.
Yeah,
so,
just
like, I was sad.
Seeing that in person with the
Exactly.
part where they're all on their knees, just in with that many people would just be breathtaking.
I was a little sad that I didn't get to see that live. But overall, I thought the set list was amazing. They definitely picked the right songs because they picked the super hype songs that everyone knows and everyone can sing along to. And they just killed it. They knew what they're doing. They've been around for so long. They have that stage experience. And they definitely took advantage of it.
I'm just surprised 17's even here because I feel like they could probably sell out a tour on their own. In all honesty,
oh yeah,
like,
they definitely could.
They're that big and they have that extensive of a catalog that no matter like trimming it down to like 5 songs plus like a bunch of special stages is you're not even covering like a tenth of like what makes 17 an amazing group, especially live. So I'm just really glad to see the songs that we did live because especially Getting Closer was hyped to see live because after seeing that Mama performance where like they debuted the song, like the music video hadn't even come out and they debuted it at Mama. I was like, damn, I'm sold on this song. And also, I wanted another chance to see 17 because the last time I saw them in KCON in 2016, I really didn't know who they were, and that was before they even released. That was before they released Aju Nice. So like all they had was just like Monse and like very early 17. Like they're so different now, comparatively. I loved Good to Me because I learned the choreography to that song, and seeing it on stage live and seeing just how like intense they are when they do the choreography just gave me a whole new appreciation for just how difficult it is and just how much intensity you need to do that kind of song. Just seeing Woozy do all the choreography, especially, he's the one that goes hardest. And much like Nako, he's short as hell.
No, yeah, he's so short.
It's still surprising seeing it out like in person, but damn, like compared to everyone else, he's so. I mean, I guess it makes him stand out in that sort of way. But it's in again like much like we were talking about with the boys in the night one. Like there was a part during Aju Nice when they went to different parts of the stage, and the stage still looks really full. Like some of them were in the front, some of them were in like the middle, some of them were like on the sides and everything, or like down the walkway. Like there's just that many members, so all their choreography and all their stages look incredible. I mean, it was perfect. Like ending it on Aju Nice was the perfect way to send out KCON. Just super hype song, super catchy. You don't need to, like literally the 2 words, like very nice is all you need to know. I loved how they were pretending to end the song and then they just come running back out on stage.
Yeah, they like ended the song and like exited the stage and then they did one more verse.
Oh,
and they all
that was
just, like,
amazing.
ran back out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, like I mean, maybe we've kind of been like sleep. Where I know last year we kind of slept on 17 a bit, but yeah, I definitely am. I have a better appreciation for just how good they are of a group, and I'd love to see a whole concert of 17. I feel like I'm just becoming a bigger carrot as the days go on in 2019. Between me learning the choreography, getting to know the members more, but yeah, definitely one of the best performances of either night. In all honesty.
Yeah, I thought they killed it with energy and everything.
So, besides like the closing part and then everyone getting good pictures and stuff of the confetti and everything, it was cool seeing like From His 9 and I-DLE talk to each other. Some of them interacted, but again, pretty normal with KCON. And I have a lot of good like pictures. Like a picture of Daewee went viral that I took, or like my pictures of From His were so beautiful. I got they. Like Jacob and I were blessed because they literally like the part where they were standing at, it was I-DLE and From His 9 like right next.
Both went to that corner.
Oh my god, it was amazing.
Which is the complete opposite corner of where me and Baron were. So that's
Well, at least we
That's
got the
fine.
photos. But
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, also they like showed like the members of some new survival show, and they were like hanging out in GA in the back.
Oh
which
yeah,
was interesting.
So there's a new Mnet survival show called World Class. So supposedly it's gonna be like 20, and I don't know if it's gonna be all 20 of them in a group. That'd be freaking insane. But
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's like Idol School, but for guys.
Yeah.
That's my guess. So
Like a shorter idol school. Which
yeah.
makes sense with class, I guess. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, just calling it Idol School might not work as well with guys.
Yeah.
But so yeah, they had the members of the show from World Class were in the back of the P1 section. Like it was before they even announced it. Like everyone saw, okay, a lot of these guys look like K-pop idols, and there's a camera filming here. Like
Yeah.
like Sam put 2 and 2 together like at some point. And
Yeah, we could see them. We saw them come in. And yeah, obviously you could see like the camera filming them. So like we knew it beforehand too, like before they announced it. But yeah, because they were showing like all their silhouettes and their names on like the screen, and they were just like they all like came out in the standing section over by where Sam and like Andrew and Jacob were, just like hanging out in the standing section in the back there, which was interesting.
Yeah, I guess they're just, it's part of the filming or whatever, just getting to see how like people like or idols perform live and everything, even in America. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool that they have an opportunity to just come here to the US and at least be a part of KCON to some degree. So I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna end up watching the show. Who knows if it'll actually no, it's a boy group. It's a boy group. It'll end up being subbed. So
definitely
it'll be interesting to see that develop. But other than that, I guess that does it for day 2 of KCON and just KCON in general. So
so yeah, that's it. If you listen to both parts, for day 1 we didn't talk about I-DLE. We're going to be doing a special produce cast part. So if you want to hear our thoughts on I-DLE, there'll be another produce cast video that'll be coming out at the same time. But yeah, that's it for episode 128. If you enjoyed that episode, like it, subscribe, follow us, click the bell, join our Discord, follow us on Twitter, do all those things that I say all the time. Comment your thoughts on KCON. Did you watch the live stream? Were you there? What were your favorite performances or favorite groups? Just let us know your thoughts in the comments.
I guess I really don't know what the KCON was like the one event we were building up to. So in terms of upcoming schedule, we probably just have.
Well, we're all going to see twice in a week.
That's
for
it.
2 weeks. God, it's a week and a half away already.
Yeah, so we twice.
I still need to get a hotel and tell my job that I'm not going to be there for 2 days, but it's vacation. I just take vacation whenever I want.
Oh man, that's nice. So yeah, if you're gonna be there, say hi, I guess.
I'll be at Chicago.
Bear and Sam, 2 mods will be there. I'll be there with my family because I have niece and nephew that love Twice. Other than that, I mean, not much else. Just trying to get back into the swing of things, or trying to work something out with Umu. Getting her on the show for day 6. Yeah,
maybe not the week after this, but not next week, but the week after that.
Yeah, week after, because it comes out on like a Monday, so it comes
out next Monday, so it would be the one we record next week.
Yeah,
so it'll come out 2 weeks for you.
It'll be soon, so keep up for that. But
if she can come on, that's true. We have to actually make sure she can record.
We need the subs. I'm just kidding. Anyway, I think that'll wrap it up. So take us out.
Yep. No, you gotta take us out.
Well, you usually have to say have to say thank you and goodbye or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you and good night.
Let's KCON.
Let's throbbingly KCON.
Amen.
It is titled Snapping. And Chungha snapped. She just this song is ridiculous in all the best ways. Like, right off the bat, it has just an amazing synth line instrumental. And then she comes in and her